We're talking Crestwood field hockey here on the John Mendola Show at our Carol and Janelle in the pizza capital of the world, Old Forge. Patsy Moratori is with us. And Coach, let's talk about the dynamics of the 2018 squad at Crestwood. Some experience and then some non-experienced players this year.
Yeah, we have a ton of experience coming back with Mackenzie Kyle having started 3 years already for us, and then Emma Colo starting at center back for us, and she's already been in there for 2 years. Sarah Richards has some experience, and she's been a freshman. She's a junior now. And Emma Janashik also has 3 years of experience for us. So we have a lot of experience coming in, but then we have some newcomers, a couple sophomores who are looking for some new positions, and also some upperclassmen who just haven't gotten the opportunity yet due to having some seniors in front of them for a while now.
And defense, you're going to be pretty inexperienced, correct? And that's going to be a part of the Crestwood team that's going to have to learn quickly and get on their feet quickly.
Yeah, we lost Katie Karpinski in the center, who's playing for St. Joe's now. And we also lost Lauren Shiplet and Laura Reidinger. So we basically have to start from scratch with our defense and hope that players like Emma Colo and Mackenzie and Sarah step up and help to lead the defense.
As always, the Wyoming Valley Conference seems good. Some teams maybe that haven't been as good, they'll be a little better this year. Take us through what you know of who's coming back for whom.
It just seems like a lot of players are playing a lot of club playing all year long now, and so the conference as a whole certainly has come along. Definitely Rena Tasoli's in the center for Valley West is a threat, and Seminary top to bottom is really good no matter which way you look at them. Yeah, so just definitely some good experience coming back in a lot of teams.
Yeah, and of course for your team, let's talk a little bit about how the summer went and some of the workouts. And as you say, girls are playing club, so you know they're probably getting a lot of stick skills and doing a lot of that stuff. How about as far as being in shape and the girls coming ready for camp, ready to go?
We did hold some summer conditioning. A lot of girls did not participate, and they did a lot of workouts on their own, though. A lot of them are working out with Surge and Diesel and things like that, so they didn't come to our summers. But a couple of them came to the summer practices and led some of the younger kids, which is nice to see. So a lot of junior high players showed up, a lot of younger players showed up. But I think the girls came to preseason in shape overall. I think they look good.
A lot of freshmen across our area seem like they're going to make a big impact in field hockey. How about Crestwood this year? There's some freshmen you think that could just step on the field and hopefully be an impact for you?
We have a lot of freshmen. We have 14 or 15 freshmen now. And there are a couple who are definitely have a lot of potential, but they just need a little bit of time, a little bit of experience in the varsity game, the JV game. So I think it'll take them a little bit of the season to kind of adjust to the speed of the game and the adjustment, of the difference of the speed.
Let's talk about the speed of the game and how that continues to change, and playing on grass versus playing on turf, and still playing on grass at Crestwood?
We practice on grass when we have grass games, but for the most part we are practicing on turf 95% of the time. Just those couple games where we have to play on grass, we'll go practice on the grass. But the skills are definitely lend themselves better to turf, and we're lucky at least that we do have turf.
You guys will have a successful season if what happens. What do you think needs to happen for your team? Is it just trying to make sure in the beginning you're scoring one more goal in the other part because of the defensive situation this year?
Yeah, and our season definitely rides on leadership. I think that our seniors and our juniors that have experience need to be patient and need to be just directing the underclassmen and helping them out. And so we're hoping basically that this year we work hard, we improve a lot, and then make a good run for the postseason at the end of the season, because that conference experience is what we really need.
All right, Patsy. Well, great to catch up. Hope you have a successful 2018.
Thank you.
Mackenzie Kyle joining us here on the John Mendola Show. We are driven by McCarthy Tire Service. Mackenzie, let's talk about your outlook for this year's team. What are you thinking?
I think it's going to be a lot of work, but I think if we all work together and keep a positive attitude, we'll be able to pull through and do better than everybody thinks.
Let's talk about the leadership with the seniors this year. Who are the leaders?
Well, we all try to work together, especially since there's a lot of younger girls on the team, but there's like me, and I have Abby Davis and Emma Janashik and Emma Colo. We have a lot of seniors who really have, authority on the team.
Let's talk about scorers this year. You're probably going to be one of them, the forward position. Who else could score?
I know Chloe Green really can put the ball in the cage a lot, especially in that tipping position. And Sarah Richards with her hard shots at the top, and all of us just working together in there.
You also play lacrosse,
Yes.
so tell us a little bit what you enjoy about lacrosse.
I just think it's fun to, get away from bending over like you do in field hockey, but you still use the hand-eye coordination and everything, so.
Of course, there's a coach you might know, I guess, for lacrosse, your dad, right?
Yeah.
So what's it like playing for him?
He really tries to be unbiased with me, but I think he might be even a little harder on me than the other girls, but it's just like any other coach, really.
Now, he's coaching soccer, and you're not playing it. You're playing field hockey, because
Yeah.
that's the sport in the Kyle family. But talk a little bit about what it's like. You try to go check out and root for the soccer team and root for him when he coaches?
Yeah, I try to support him, like, whenever he has a tough day or when they lose, like, I try to be there for him, and I'm still friends with all the girls on the team and stuff, so.
And, of course, a couple of siblings for you, so talk about each of them and what they're up to.
I have a brother who's 28, and he lives around here. And then my sister's 22, and she graduated from Ohio State. She played field hockey.
Bio and chemistry.
Yeah.
Let me try that again. Biology and chemistry, two of your favorite subjects. You're ranked 9th in your class. You're doing outstanding. So Bucknell's going to be the next step for you?
Yes, it is. I committed to play field hockey there.
And what are you going to study there? What are you going to be?
My major is environmental engineering, so.
That sounds hard,
Yeah.
but a lot of fun.
Yeah.
And as far as some of the teams in the league, there's usually always some good competition. Salmon Valley West will be two of those.
Yeah.
Those teams you really look forward to playing?
Yeah, it'll be exciting. I know there's some really good players on both of those teams. Like there's Aubrey Middich on Sen, and then on Valley West there's Rena Teoles, and
Let's talk a little bit about the folks, how they support you on and off the field.
They really just like to be there for me when I've had like a tough game or anything, and I'm really hard on myself. They tell me to just keep a positive attitude and start fresh the next day.
All right, Mackenzie, have a fantastic 2018. Good luck at Bucknell.
Thank you.
Emma Janashik here on the John Mendola Show. She is a senior. And let's talk a little bit about your position this year, where you're going to play, and how you hope your team is going to do this season.
All right. I play left wing for Crestwood, but I'm used to playing left mid or left defense on my club team. And I'm just really excited with all the new girls coming up, being able to help them through the season, and also having all the girls by my side that I've been playing with since I started playing field hockey. So we definitely have a lot of experience together, and I'm excited to see how we do this year.
Let's talk about when you first started to play field hockey. Did it grow on you quickly, or did it kind of get better as things went?
Well, I started playing in the dome with the seniors on the team, all of them, plus Chloe Green and Sarah Richards. We've been playing since 3rd or 4th grade, and at first it was kind of just for fun on the side of soccer, and then really quickly I just became to just love it, and I play year round.
How much do you enjoy the travel part of field hockey? Because you really travel to some great places,
Yeah.
and really play against some incredible competition as well.
It's so cool to get out of the area and be with my dad takes me everywhere, and we stay with my best friends. It's really cool being able to play some of the best teams in the country.
You have a 4.2 grade point average in the top 20 or so of your class.
Yeah.
Talk about your dedication as a student.
Well, when I get older, after college, I want to be a pediatric nurse practitioner. So I love science, and I don't know, I love school. I always have. So I really just try to really commit myself and put my hardest work in I could.
Teamwork happens either on the field or at home. Your mom and dad, they're part of a team. What's
Yeah.
that look like for you?
Definitely. My dad travels to Florida with me wherever I go. My mom stays home because I have 2 really young siblings that she needs to watch. And it's just really cool that even my little brother and sister come to so many games and just leave what they're doing at home to support me.
What do you like about this year's team? There's some youth, there's some seniors. You got, a little bit of everything.
Yeah, it's so different than what we're used to, with all the girls leaving last year, being able to bring up girls that don't have the varsity experience. It's really cool, I feel, that the more experienced players, we could really sit and help them through so that in the future they could really be a good team.
All right, Emma, great to catch up with you. Have a great year.
Thank you. You too.
Abby Davis is with us here on the John Mendola Show. She's a senior at Crestwood. And, Abby, let's talk about your position this year. What does Coach expect out of you?
Well, I'm usually experienced all over the field, but this year she wants me to play right mid, so.
Well, we wish you the best with playing there. Let's talk about playing ice hockey, something you're pretty serious about?
Yeah, I think so. This is like in college, maybe.
Okay, and what position do you play on in ice hockey?
Usually center, like all over.
And you play with the electric surge, so you're traveling between ice hockey and then traveling and all that stuff.
Yeah.
You're pretty busy. What's it like to do travel field hockey?
I think it's pretty fun. You get to meet new people and meet new coaches and everything.
Let's talk about the classroom. You do pretty well in biology. What do you like about biology?
I like learning about the human body and knowing what happens and everything.
3.9 grade point average. So let's talk about that next step for you. You're thinking Wilkes University?
Yeah.
Okay, and what do you want to do at Wilkes and for your career?
I'd probably want to major in biology and then go pre-med.
That's awesome to hear. Let's talk about your mom and why she's an inspiration to you, and it kind of does all the things that make you have the success that you have.
Yeah, she's a very hard worker. She never gives up, and she's always there for me. So.
How about some of the fun with this group of girls? When you're not playing field hockey, what do you try to do to have fun?
We usually go out to eat or hang out at my house sometimes. So.
And of course, you like playing Wyoming Seminary, one of your biggest rivals, and they are absolutely loaded this year. What's it like with a typical Crestwood Sem game?
You have to work really hard and keep up the pace of the game with them. So.
All right, Abby. Well, thank you for your time. We hope you have success, and of course, sounds like you have a really bright future there at Wilkes University.
Thank you.
Olivia Navraki here on the John Mendola Show. We are driven by McCarthy Tire Service. We're at our Carol and Janelle in the pizza capital of the world. It's your senior year. Been a few years since you played field hockey.
Yeah, it is.
So tell us your story about when you played and then now coming back as a senior.
Well, I played in 7th and 8th grade as goalie. I really enjoyed it, but I had other sports that I had to go into, so it wasn't my favorite at the time. So I quit for a little, and senior year, I'm not doing anything in school, so I just decided I might as well do it again because I was pretty good at it.
Cool. Well, what's it like rekindling some of those relationships on the field with some of these girls?
It's honestly, it's nice because we used to have such a strong bond back in junior high, and now we have it again on the field and off the field.
You also do lacrosse, so tell us about what you enjoy about that.
I used to do Crestwood Lacrosse, but not anymore. I'm doing a travel team called Grit. It's coached by the Kings coach, Ashley Stevens, and it's just overall very fun. We go to a lot of places and have fun.
Let's talk about your sister, Sophia, what she's up to.
She's also on the field hockey team. She plays JV. She's a handful. I don't know.
Well, I'm sure you two will be really close one day. Bio and history, a couple of your favorite subjects. What do you like about them?
Bio, I really enjoy it because it gets in depth with a lot of things, such as like sometimes medical things and like diseases and stuff like that. I enjoy it a lot. History, I love learning about like past cultures and past things like that.
Bloomsburg University is the next step for you. Tell us why you're going there, what you're going to study.
Bloomsburg, I think I will go there for sure because my mom went there and she enjoyed it a lot. And I think it's just going to be overall good for me. It's not too far or anything.
Let's talk about your mom as one of your role models of all the different things that she does that give you all the things that you do to make you successful.
My mom, honestly, she bends over backwards for me and my sister, and she's always there for us. She wants us to have the best, and she just wants us to succeed overall.
Well, it's great to hear that you got your priorities straight in the classroom, what you're doing, and of course what you're doing in athletics. We wish you the best at Bloomsburg University next year, all right?
All right.